to a guy ever.
And tomorrow,
why do you leave Henry?
Are you in Nigeria? How will you not feel attached after sex?
Yeah.
Like, no.
About every parent becomes the police in the lives of the kid.
Posing is not like me. I will just come direct like you guys do and open one ring and
So
guy, you never reach me will marry me.
that's like you popping question.
There was a communication, something happened. So there's nothing like accidental
I'm
pregnancy.
working more than 12 hours because I'm going to wake earlier than him to take care of the children.
Do you know you are naturally, supernaturally built that way? Do you know? Do you know? God has divinely made you like that.
Good evening and welcome to the lounge. Oh my God, it's December. I love everything about this season. Even though upon still what we're about to discuss today, it didn't sweet. But, I mean, it's December. I'm super excited. In fact, I look like Christmas, personally. Of course, I'm not the only one on set today. I have Monyolua with me on set.
Hi. Hello, how are you doing? I must say you look actually beautiful. You look like a doll. I know I said otherwise upstairs, but now I'm saying it in public that you're a very beautiful girl. Accept the compliment before I change my mind, Margaret.
How are you, darling?
Boy, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Papa.
I will show you.
No, I've complimented you.
Me?
Yes.
Not on her. Do it now.
Okay, you look great.
Once again, guys, welcome to the show. Okay, so quick one. We're going to be discussing a very distressing topic today, but I think it's imperative that we have this kind of conversations once in a while. So I've been walking via the social media street and I've seen a lot of things on social media, TikTok street, Instagram, so on and so forth. I think basically even Facebook. And I've come to find a norm with women now and unfaithful husbands. They seem to have found a way to always, would I say revenge? And the only means they came to was hot water. Let's just burn him up. Let's burn him. Even saying it safe. But anyway, so what's the topic? What drives women to bath their spouses hot water for relationship betrayals? What drives women to bath their spouses hot water for relationship betrayals? And when I speak to relationship betrayals, because I feel like that's a little too much of grammar. Cheating men, unfaithful men, and I'm speaking to marriages, dating, everything, so on and so whatever it is that people do, friends with benefits, all those things that you do. What would drive a woman to resort to hot water on somebody that they claim that they once loved or love?
Well, it's very tough, and I can't really imagine how a relationship would deteriorate to the point where the woman would believe the best solution to a cheating problem is bathing the husband with hot water. One thing I believe is this: I believe that two wrongs don't make it right, and if you feel you can't really cope with the cheating problem of your husband, going violent with him is not the best solution, because at the end of the day, nobody would reason with you that the guy was cheating, that's why you try to kill him, because if it does lead to death, that's of course manslaughter.
Okay.
And I know people will come up with several excuses. Women will come up with several excuses that, hey, I mean, why can't you be faithful in your marriage? Why do you have to push your wife to the point of she going violent with you? And the only answer I would give to people like that is, see, if the kitchen is so hot for you, it's better you just step out. Okay. And this vice versa.
Okay.
Yeah. Let
me hold you on that. Moni, what do you think? Why do you think women will resort to hot water? I mean, that's the latest one. Hot water is even, let's say it's the least, but it's just the one that has been the most viral on social media. So why do you think so?
Your question is, why do I think women resort into this?
Yes.
Okay. So I would say that women in marriages, like I said earlier, women are not mad people. We are not insane. I mean, it has to come out of some certain experiences in that relationship or marriage that would push that woman to say that, you know what, the next thing I want to do is just to get very violent or to repay. See, there's some women who have gone through some violent moments in a marriage, and all that is in their head is, I just want to defend myself. Now, speak of a woman who is being maltreated by her husband, beaten day in, day out. Every single day you get beaten. And she lives with that pain. For some reason, some women cannot exit the marriage. For some reasons best known to them.
What would be the reason?
I mean, some people cannot leave because they feel like, where would they start from? Some people might not leave because they feel like they have children for the man already, and they just want to be there. I'm not saying it's the best thing not to leave, but I say some women may choose not to leave because of some certain reason best known to them, right? So now, those women that choose not to leave, they live every day in agony, in pain, wishing that something will happen. Some people might be of this faith that you cannot divorce your husband. Maybe their church does not believe in divorce, so you have to go through the pain. I've seen someone that he told me that if once his daughter marries wrong and marries the wrong person, she's not going anywhere. She has to be in that marriage. So that kind of person, you know that even your parents don't support that you leave your husband house. You have to be there. Now you have to wake up every single morning to see that monster of a husband.
Okay.
And you're looking at him in the eyes. You might be going with it that there's nothing I can do, but one day is one day. That revenge spirit will come up in you and say, I just want to do something back to him. He beats me all the time. I wish he is dead. So now I'm saying that women are not just mad. It takes a lot of things put together to get them to that point.
I think I get what you're saying. I mean, far back in 2019, at least I saw one, and the woman had said to the police officers at the time that, yes, she poured hot water on her husband, and she poured hot water on him because he's a serial cheat. There is literally no woman that she knows that he has not slept with, and that for that reason she feels like if she burns him, no woman will look at him, and in fact she's not going to divorce him. It's for better or worse she will die with him, but that she knows he will not die. Even if he suffers degree burns, she will help him, but no woman will look at him, and even he will not be comfortable in his skin
to approach another woman.
Approach a lady. But now here's my question: for what? What's the game? Seriously, this is not me standing for cheating men. You guys will have it coming for you. I don't believe in it. Anything that will not make you be faithful to your wife, please don't get married. I will say it, and I put my 2 foot on the ground. I don't care how they say men are polygamous or what was that thing they call themselves now? They don't even just say they're polygamous anymore. They say men will always be men. What is that? You're a little boy. You're not a man.
Tell them.
Anything that will make you get married to a woman that she did not come to beg you and say, please, marry me, you paid the dowry, you did everything, and then you now resort to cheating, and you constantly do it. I remember a particular instance of one lady that says, that woman did not even pour hot water. I don't know if there's this lawyer on YouTube, I watch her court stuff a lot. And the woman said the husband will even bring them to the matrimonial bed. Like, it will see her, it will continue. What's going on? What's happening here? Are you fine? You see, and I get it. Men can move. They can move like that. But resorting to hot water. Now, I don't understand the point where women say they can't walk out. Seriously, I really don't get it. Maybe somebody will explain it to me someday. You brought up the idea of church. That's probably faith-wise. That happens. So if she dies, Pastor, are you going to stand over the grave and speak over her life? Say, oh, sister gone to sin. Then we'll sing. What's that song they sing in burial ground?
Till we meet again.
Till we meet again. Till we meet again. Seriously, I think there are conversations that we should start having.
The question I would ask is that, is a cheating problem so bad that the best way to retaliate or the best way to deal with it is to go violent?
Okay, you're asking if going violence is the best way to address cheating.
Cheating, yeah.
Okay, so is violence also the best way to treat a woman?
No. See, let's stay on the topic. The topic
it's two ways.
Yeah.
Your question is 2 ways. If you say, is violence really the answer to cheating? If the tables were turned and it was the woman that was cheating.
Yeah, I understand.
It's the same thing.
Now, let's stay on the topic. The topic says, why do women resort to pouring water on their cheating partners?
Husbands, yeah.
You understand? So, the focus is on the women. When we get to the point of discussing with the men, we'll talk about them. Now, the excuse that Moi came up with that why some women don't walk out of marriages where they are quite uncomfortable is probably because of their religion or their belief, which I feel, number one, is quite of ridiculous to me. It's quite ridiculous to me because, see, I don't believe, I'm not defending cheats. I'm not defending guys that run after everything is scared. But one thing I know is that you don't come up with that defense and you say because your husband is going haywire, is looking outside, you feel that the best solution to deal with it is to go violence. Because that is you. That's
I think this is not violence.
That's violence.
This is extreme
yes.
violence. Because there's violence, the violence of beating. The violence of foul languages, calling your wife foul words.
Margaret, that's the height.
It's the height. It's extreme
wickedness that is in the region of you stabbing or mutilating your spouse.
Jeez, that's a lot, man.
Because I mean, how do you think of that really? How do you think of that? And if there are women outside there that have found themselves in this situation, and maybe they've been contemplating on going this way, please, I would advise that is not the best solution. Put behind whatever religion, put behind whatever belief, put behind whatever situation you find yourselves. If you know that this thing is irreconcilable and you can't deal with it, it's best you walk out of the marriage. I mean, you can't just say, because if that is done to you, let's say you are the woman cheating and your husband can't take it anymore, and it goes that extreme to deal with the situation, how would you feel? How would your family feel?
Hold on. Okay. I think I have a problem with this topic, actually. Like I said, today's topic is for the women. But the men also do all of this.
Yes,
we've heard stories of men actually being very violent with their women. Extreme. We've seen a lot. We've seen people that died in the hands of their husband. So I feel like it's two-way thing. I'm not saying that being extremely violent with your partner is a very good thing. It's bad. Every shade of bad, it's bad. Right? But I mean, we need to understand that people's emotions matter. And as I would say, for women that maybe you are in this shoe where you find yourself in this very tight situation, you are being molested, you feel like you are being treated anyhow, your husband is cheating on you for no reason. He just keeps cheating and disrespecting you, and the hatred begins to grow. It is very normal to feel like that.
True.
I mean, if you don't love the man, it won't get to you.
I get it.
So you have to love the person to get. But I am saying now,
in check.
No, you cannot say that. You cannot say that.
Man, you can't even tell women to put that.
Emotion in check. No.
How would you tell a wait? Wait. How if you say a woman should put her emotions in check? Now again, a disclaimer out there. Nobody is saying that violence is okay. But you can't tell a woman to put her emotions in check. Wait. Do you realize that in some marriages, some women are actually raped? Although people don't want to have this because they say, hey, a married woman cannot be raped. You're deceiving yourself. Some women are raped. Some women are beaten on a daily. Some women are treated even worse than you would treat a rat that you find looking around in your home. Do you realize that happens? Yeah. So you're saying to that woman, if she comes to meet you, tell her, don't be angry. Put your emotions in check.
I never said don't.
What kind of check is that?
I never said you shouldn't be angry. I've never said you shouldn't show your displeasure to the situation. Now, what I was adding to is that you going to the extreme of going extremely violent with your partner. That's why I said you should put your emotions in check. Now, if you have headache, you don't bang your head to the wall.
Not at all.
Do you?
No, you don't.
You don't. You rather get a painkiller, and that's that. So, if as a human being, as an adult, you know what is wrong from your right, and you know that legally, if you do anything extreme and it leads to death or whatever, you'll be serving time. So why do you want to toe that path?
Okay, let me give you a story. I watched a video yesterday of an interview with someone that this story is on YouTube or something like that. So she said while she was growing up, her father hated her for no reason. he hated her, he maltreated her, he beat her at every single opportunity he gets. Up to when she was like 25, up to marriageable age, he was still beating her anyhow. He hates her. People in the community had to like ask, what did this girl do to you? Why do you hate her this much? Now, they forcefully asked her to get married, not to the person she loved, but someone that they just matched made together. And in her mind, the only reason why she got married to this guy was to escape
her dad.
At least finally I'll be out of your house and marry this person. Guess what happened? She's married to this guy, and the father called because she and the husband had issues, and they went to go and settle it with someone. Then father heard and called the husband and say, thank God that she has finally showed herself to you. Now let me teach you how to deal with her. Now she ran away from a violent father, only for her to get into a marriage where her husband learned how to treat her violently from her dad and started beating her. Now imagine a woman waking up every single morning from the hate from her parent. Now coming into her husband as someone that she feels like you were a safe space. Now you are doing the same thing to her. How do you think that makes her feel in her head?
Because I know that it could affect her psychologically. In fact, mental wise, she will not be fine. That's why I usually say check on people. Their mental health, she might not be fine. In fact, it's not even she might not be fine. She's not fine. Be fine. Do you understand? But the thing is, I would still rather, you walk away. You see, when I say walk away, it's not because I don't know that you're hurting as a woman. It's not because I don't know what you've been through. It's not because I don't know the pain that you have gone through with that man or whoever the person is, whether your friend or your boyfriend or whatnot, but for your sanity's sake. And you see, this whole thing at the end of the day somewhat leads to independence. Most times women don't want to be independent. You are so dependent on this man that you cannot even help yourself without them. Because I see no reason. Honestly, I'm sorry. You can say whatever you want to say. But child or no child, I can't take pain. See, injection. I still used to scream as old as I am. How much more that kind of pain? That it is not just physical. It's emotional, it's mental, it's everything in all. And then you stay because your parent told you that they will disown you or they will leave you. I don't get it. Honestly, I would never understand.
I sympathize with that woman. I saw the video as well. And I really sympathize with her. I believe no woman should be in that type of situation. But just like Margaret said, so that she wouldn't do anything untoward, I think it's best, she just leave the marriage. Because see, there's no way you can defend this. There is no excuse you want to come up with. There is no what level of emotional battery, what level of psychological battery that you suffered in that marriage. Once it gets to the point of inflicting injury on the partner and you are found culpable, nobody will listen to whatever excuse. It's a different thing if he was trying to attack you and you are defending yourself.
Self-defense. That
one is self-defense. But you just woke up one morning or you woke up one night and you say, hey, I hate this man. And you decided to pour hot water on the husband. See, yes, whatever situation you found yourselves is bad, but this one that you've done is worse. Is worse, and it goes both ways. I'm talking for both the man and of course both the woman. If it has gotten to that point that what is coming to your mind every day is how to inflict injury on your partner, I think it's best you walk out. Because if you are caught and you are found culpable, you will serve time. You will serve time, and damn well whatever belief or damn whatever religion you're following, walk out of the marriage. It doesn't cost anything.
Just even imagine that the woman even has children and she now even does that. Now you will go to jail. If that man is as useless as you claim that he is, your children will suffer. They will suffer. In fact, oh my God, you see church rats, they will suffer. If you eventually come out of that prison, you will not even recognize the children that you left behind. The man will not care for them. If you claim that the man is as useless as you claim that he is, and you do not work out, and you inflicted that much injury, if his family is alive, you think they will look at your children the same? That is the kind of world that we are in. So best bet, you save your head, you save yourself. In fact, If you now have children, God has even blessed you. Because now you have somebody to think about.
Exactly.
You have people to, like, I want to live for you.
Yeah.
You stay there. You start plan. It takes a whole process. So. This hot water thing, I don't believe that they just woke up one morning and just said, oh yeah, I want to pour hot water. No, they've been thinking about it. True. Some people have watched several things online. See your eyes there. You need to make your eyes be reformed. It's not everything that you see on social media that you do.
Exactly.
So many people come online and they say 5 ways to deal with cheating men. They give you carry book. The ones that will favor your life and motivate you, you will never take book and biro to write. The one that will kill you, you write it down. In fact, some people will be still scoring points to tick the one. I will start on Monday the 5th. That's when I will do this one. You do all of these things. The people that are giving you this advice are not taking it. They will not do it, but they will give you. And you that believes that yes, you want to do the right thing. You want to make sisterhood of your own side proud, because it's not my own side of sisterhood. You want to make that side proud. Those very, dark people. You will now carry out that act and do it. I understand. See, I get you. At least you understand the pain that you're going through. But you see, it's extreme. It's like acid.
See, Margaret.
Why? You will boil water. See, I've been shouting about this thing all week. You will boil water. It takes a whole process
of boiling
water. You put
water
in the kettle. You turn on the gas. It will make, if you have like all those noisy kettles, they will make a very loud noise to tell you that the water is hot. You will now baptize it. Even on a human being. Are you even human yourself?
See, Margaret, speaking of that human stuff, now it looks like I'm supporting women.
No,
hold on. It feels like I was supporting women, but there are some people that I cannot defend. There are some people that are naturally mad. Let's call a spade a spade. There are some women that are naturally violent. Very violent. Naturally, their husband does not need to do anything. See, anger is just inside them. They just want to see you one day and just stab you. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to cheat. Like, I've seen a woman that every single morning, every blessed day, she fights with her husband. The man does not need to do anything. No, she wake up with cause, sleep with cause. The whole compound knows that they are having issues. Like, she's just troublesome. Either she will just, like, she can be, the man, there was a day that the man was coming out of the room. She intentionally slammed the door on his face. She knew her husband was coming outside though. And the man is a very gentleman. Like, it doesn't beat women. So there were some women that are naturally devilish. So I'm not supporting people like that though, please. I am supporting people that truly go through a lot in their marriage. But there's some women that are just naturally wicked. Yeah. Now, if you find yourself with such a woman, I'm sure you must have seen signs before you got married that, oh, this person has some like little trait of violence. Please don't marry them. If you can avoid it, stay away.
You see, when you say things like this,
and even
deceit.
That's what?
Deceit. There are some people that even if
Margaret, no, there is no how you will not know before you get married to a person that this is how they are. Even if you don't see it in total, you don't see the whole thing. You will see, you will have hints.
It is like
there are red flags.
It's like a guy that wants to get a girl and is an atheist and he wants to get a Christian girl just because he wants to get between her legs. He's going to go for digging deep. He will go for faith clinic. If they even have delivery, he will go for it. He's going to sit there in the front row, carry that Bible up and read it. Just because he wants to get to the heavenly place. And when he gets there, it's the end. So I'm telling you categorically, I stand corrected though, but I'm telling you that there are marriages of deceit. That is when you don't let your partner see what, you only let your partner see what you want them to see. Sure. It happens. So you see some women are very gentle. Oh, very easygoing, but the things that they do behind closed doors. Maybe you just said one now. And some men are the same. I know of a person, she said it that her boyfriend, in front of everybody, we praise her. Oh, she's so sweet. She's so loving. This girl is everything to me. But when they're inside, he's a tyrant. And then she now begins to wonder, are you not the same person? So you can imagine that kind of person. If you come out to tell his friends that he's violent, would they even believe you?
See, what I would tell men that probably, unfortunately, they find themselves with such women is that, see, you might not be first time lucky. Now, because I think we reported a story of a lawyer in Ibadan. And it was a case of the guy having a child outside before he got married to the wife. and maybe the child wanted to come to the house and they had a misunderstanding. So the misunderstanding was so huge that the landlord had to come out and, you know, speak to both partners, and the wife, like you said, agreed that okay, it's done, but the landlord was so smart and was deciding enough that there might be issues in the middle of the night. So he suggested to the guy that he should come and stay in his apartment, that the following day, when of course maybe the dust is a little bit settled, he will go back to the house. And the guy was like, if you help us settle it, it's fine. In the middle of that night, after the whole episode, this woman lawyer stabbed the husband.
Oh my God.
Wow.
In the middle of that night.
After settling the matter.
There was no issue afterwards. So they went to bed. The woman stabbed the husband. So that's why I said, see, if you find yourself with a violent woman, and it's not that okay, you are the instigator, you are the aggressor here, please, you might not be first time lucky. Once you found any trace of violence, any form of violence in her, please separate.
And you know this thing progresses.
Yeah.
They don't just get to the extreme one day. It starts little by little. It starts with harsh words.
Yeah.
The person just saying some kind of thing, you're like, let me, what did I do? Why did it? It starts like that. Then the next time is, if I slap you.
If I
slap you. The next time is the slap. The next time is pick something, boom, on your head. The next time is I will stab you knife, and the person just says this though with mouth.
What Margaret said earlier, that some people can be very deceitful. Yes, I agree, but I still believe that there are signs, and most of the time, especially when we are dating, because of the love, because of the butterfly in the belly, we don't pay attention to those signs. Those signs are there. And I'll give you an example. Maybe people don't pay attention to it. You're having an argument with your partner while dating, and the next thing is that, if not because I will have given you a knock. You will say it jokingly.
And you will smile like
you will will not say, what do you mean? So you will see, those are signs.
See, seriously, I have woken up with someone on top, if I slap you. If I slap you. When I heard the if I slap you, I look at the person and say, if you what? And I picked my bag. And I say, me, if you slap, what did I do? What did I say? Like, if you could say if I slap you, the next time, you will slap me.
He might not even do it to you. See, I would tell people that maybe because he's trying to, preserve you so that there won't be any issues. Anybody that you are dating, take a look at the way they treat others. When they're angry, how do they react to things? Not with you. There are some people, they won't tell you all of these harsh words, but to their subordinates, to their mates in the house, they can be very violent. So please pay attention to all of those things. He or she might not even be violent to you, but
people around them,
they can be violent. See, once you see those traces, don't because of the butterfly in your belly now get yourself into a big trap that maybe at the end of the day you will not become what Moyin said about believe that your children. Please pay attention to them now.
You know, there are some other kinds of people. They are the ones that see their violent exes in their supposed spouse. They are now the likes of you. You see, they've gone through so many bad relationships. This innocent man,
yes,
is not the one that you want to. This good man, angel that God has sent, you said that.
Some people
is the one that is going to suffer for the sins of every other one.
Some people
you are the one that will suffer, and some people
exactly
like that.
Yes.
That's what I always say. Before you venture into another relationship as a damaged person, you need to first admit to yourself that you're damaged and you need help. You heal. Do you know that this thing that happened now, it could be that maybe the husband did not even do so much to the woman. Maybe it was just very little. Maybe the woman just saw a lady talking to her husband, she was not comfortable. Because the man was coming to scream. So my wife did to me, or someone my wife did when I watched it on stream. Yeah. There was no background story, but it could be anything. It could be he was just talking to somebody, and maybe in her past relationships, that was how her exes treated her, and she felt it was harmless, and then she now realized that there was something there, and she told herself, no man will ever try this with me again. And you now carry somebody's son and treat somebody's son like that. Some people see their exes in their spouses. That is another discourse. True. Some people see their exes in their spouses.
In fact, there are some women that they will tell you that they enjoy pain.
Yes, there are people like that. They're that broken.
If you don't beat
them, that
they
broken.
Enjoy, like they can't stay with a guy.
They can't be in a peaceful relationship.
They don't inflict
pain on them. They cannot be.
So please, run no. They are good looking no, but please run.
And that's true. They all hide behind this very beautiful makeup, skin looking like butter, but inside them is a devil. As in, is a devil. You need to be careful of those people for real. And like you said, if you have been through violent relationship, you need time to heal. You need to see a therapist. Even if you're already in the marriage and you feel like your mental health has deteriorated to the point that you feel like you just want to inflict damage on your husband, go and see a therapist. That is just the best thing. Just
please, no.
Take a time off.
Go and heal yourself. Don't get.
No, I'm saying that those are no. There are some people that is in a marriage that it happens.
I beg, I don't subscribe to that.
There are people that it's inside the marriage that it happens to them. What if a woman was calm before and I was just started teaching after marriage and she started?
No, that one is different.
I know what I'm saying.
That you painted that, maybe because of the past relationships.
They should see therapists before getting married.
Get to the marriage, heal yourself.
What if they believe that they had healed and they got into the marriage? They believe, because it could be like that. You believe that you have healed.
Then a little thing triggers it in marriage.
Because they're triggered.
Then she wasn't healed now.
But she does not know that she's not healed.
See, what I would say is that, we all know what we are doing in this relationship thing that everybody's talking about. We all know, seriously, we all know what we are doing. You can't tell me that you are healed completely and a little something will not trigger you. You are not healed.
We are humans, Papa. We are humans. You will always remember. See, I don't believe in anything called forgive and forget. You will always remember. You have a memory. When somebody does something that somebody has done to you in the past, it will bring back the memory that I've seen this thing before. It has happened to me before.
You need to accept, need to accept that they are triggers. See, and it doesn't mean that the person has not healed.
Exactly. It's just you learning how to undo your triggers and say, okay, you know what, this is in the past. I don't need it to affect my present.
Undo your triggers. In the marriage, in the relationship, and if you can't handle it, kindly walk away. Don't amputate anybody in that marriage. Don't put anybody in hospital way. Seriously, because we've seen very damaging cases.
True.
Both ways.
True, I agree.
Yeah.
Both ways. That Mr. Rowolo, that story that I read was an eye opener to me. I mean, what case? What could have been the issue for you to now say the best thing is to mutilate your wife? The balls were out of the socket, and I was like, what? A pastor, for that matter.
Wow.
So please, that's why don't get.
I feel like all of these things, when you start getting angry, start saying some things your spouse that you don't like, it's because we allow those things sit in our hearts. You see your spouse do something to you, probably he cheated or he offended you, and you don't let it go. You decide to keep it in you, then you keep brooding over it, you keep suppressing that feeling. Then the person does another thing, you take it in again. You think about it, you brood over it, you keep it in. It's just like sitting down on a keg of this thing. By the time it's going to blow up.
That's it. That's why I said
it's going to blow up.
It's not the actual crime of the day that made them do what they did. It's like today,
episodes.
Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. He has been doing it, and they're just counting it and counting it and waiting for the day that they will explode. So those kind of women, they're like a ticking time bomb. I mean, guys,
those ones are very dangerous. So me, I will prefer if I offend you, para for me.
Immediately.
Para for
but
me.
You know that even you that says now para for me, there's still some men that cannot even take that para.
Me, I prefer that you para for me.
Speaking for yourself, Mama. Apampa.
Taking it in. Taking it in.
Some people have husbands that they cannot confront. You can't tell them nothing. You cannot tell them anything.
Is she a military officer?
There's some husbands like that you can't say nothing to them.
Apampa, don't worry. I pray for you. You will not find that kind of woman. Say amen now. Angry women that want to pour you hot water. Won't you say amen?
Apampa, are you scared?
Say amen.
Are you scared?
Now. You not say amen.
Are you scared? Are you scared?
You will not say amen. I said you will not find such women.
The women will come my way, sir. Because I don't plan to.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show. I mean, we have had a whole conversation about this. I'll just end by saying, I mean, it's not worth it. No matter what, I understand the anger and the pain, but honestly, hot water, acid, stabbing, all of those things that come with anger is really not worth it. Walk away while you still have legs. If you die, people are going to chop rice and drink a can of beer over you. And they will sing what's that song again?
Till we meet
again.
Don't go and turn any person to Abino.
Thank you so much once again for joining us on the lounge. My name is Margaret Osazuwa, and joining me has been
Muyoluwa Olajide.
And together we say
bye.
To a guy ever.
And tomorrow,
Why do you leave LA?
I want to get
Nigeria.
How will you not feel attached after sex?
Yeah.
Like, no.
About every parent becomes the police
Okay.
in the lives of their kids.
Posing is not like me. I will just come direct like you guys do and open one ring. And
Okay,
no,
okay.
no.
So
Guy, never reach me will marry me.
That's like you popping question.
there was a communication, something happened. So there's something like accidental
I'm
pregnancy.
working more than 12 hours because I'm going to wake earlier than him to take care of the children.
do you know you are naturally, supernaturally built that way? Do you know?
Imagine what
God has divinely made